Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 60 of Kishkindha Kanda. After Vanaras had got all the details related to Ravana and his abjection of Sita and its observation by Suparshva as told to Sampathi, and the Sampathi's encouraging words in order to go and find out the situation of Sita in the Lanka, Sampathi still continued to tell his story, which will go into create belief and trust in the minds of Vanaras regarding Sampathi. When the vulture had offered oblations of water for the spirit of his brother and performed his ablutions, the monkey chiefs sat down on that marvelous mountain, praising him in their midst. Then Sampati, in order to reassure them, said cheerfully to Angada, who was seated surrounded by all the monkeys who escorted him, "Listen to me with attention and in silence, O monkeys, and I will tell you truly how I came to know of Maithili. A long time ago, I fell on the summit of Vindhya mountain. O irreproachable prince, my wings scorched by the heat of the sun, which consumed them with its rays. On regaining consciousness at the end of 6 days, faint and bereft of strength, looking round, I was unable to distinguish anything. Nevertheless, on scanning the lakes, rocks, rivers, ponds, woods, and countries, my memory returned and I reflected this mountain filled with cheerful birds, containing deep caves and innumerable ridges, is certainly the Vindhya peak on the shores of the southern sea. Here lay a sacred hermitage revered by the gods themselves where a sage named Nishakara is also the alternate name of the moon god because he dwells during the night time. He is called as Nisha means night, Nishakara. Sage named Nishakara of severe austerities dwelt. Since that time, that saint conversant with virtue has ascended to heaven. I passed 8,000 years on this mountain, then, not having seen that ascetic, crawling slowly and painfully down from that high peak to the ground, covered with sharp pointed grass, eager to see that sage, I rejoined him with great difficulty. Formerly, Jatayu and I visited that sage many times. In that neighborhood, soft and fragrant breezes blew, and there was no tree without flowers or fruit. Approaching that sacred hermitage, desirous of seeing the blessed Nishakara, I waited at the foot of a tree. Then, at a distance, I beheld that rishi gazing with effulgence, who, having performed his ablutions, was returning towards the north. As all living beings surround a giver, so was he surrounded by bears, shrimaras, tigers, lions, and snakes of various kinds. And when they observed that the saint had entered his hermitage, they all went away. As when a king retires, the ministers who have escorted him withdraw. The sage, on seeing me, was pleased, and retiring into his hermitage for a while, came out again and inquired as to my welfare. He said, "O my friend, on account of your discolored plumes, I am unable to recognize you. Your two wings have been scorched by fire, and your frail frame is taken by grasps. In former times, I knew two vultures resembling the wind in speed, who were brothers, able to change their shape at will. You are, I know, the elder Sampathi, and Jatayu is your younger brother. Both assuming human shape were wont to massage my feet with their hands. By what disease have you been afflicted? From when comes from what happens to the what led to the loss of your wings? Who was inflicted this punishment on you? You yourself tell me all. Thus ended chapter 60 of Kishkindha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Goodbye.